In this video, you will learn how to create a formula in Vision. Formulas can be used to create new columns with computed values in your data table. Formulas are based on SQL, which stands for Structured Query Language. SQL is basically a programming language specifically created for databases. If you're not familiar with SQL, don't worry, you can still work with formulas. In fact, the Knowledge Base section of the Computer Resources website has a collection of ready-made formulas to use with Vision. Let's try creating a formula from scratch. For example, let's say you want to create a new column that displays students' last name, first name, and student ID all in one column. In other words, you want a column that looks like this. The three pieces of data, last name, first name, and student ID, exist in different parts of the database. But we're going to create a formula to combine them all together in one column. To start, click the Formula tab at the top of the screen. So, first thing you do is give your formula a name. I will call this student name. Then we have to decide what information to include in this formula. I'm going to start with last name. I'll click Insert. That's the beginning of my formula. Now we need to add information to our formula to control how the data will be displayed. In this case, we want to add a comma and a space after the last name, and then display the first name. To do that, add a plus sign before each value that we want to display. So I will type a plus sign. Then for the separator values such as a comma or a space, I need to put the values between single quotes, or what you might call the apostrophe symbol on your keyboard. So I'll type in the single quote, then type in a comma, add a space, then add another single quote. Now I want to display the first name. Again, I need to add the plus sign to show a new item is being added. And then I'm going to choose first name and click Insert. Finally, I want to display the student ID. In this case, I want a dash to separate the first name from the student ID. So again, I start with a plus sign. In this case, the separator value is a dash, so I put the single quote, space, dash, space, another single quote, and then finally I want to add the student ID, so I'll insert the plus sign, and then choose student ID, and choose Insert. And there I have the formula. Finally, you have to choose the data type. In this case, it will be text rather than other types of data. And for display format, I'll leave it blank if it's text. In other cases, for numbers, you might choose one of these display formats. But now I'll just click Add. And as you see, the formula has created this new column on the right side of our data table and displayed this information in a new way. You've now completed this tutorial video on creating a formula. For additional information on this or any other topic about Vision, just visit www.cri-mms.com/knowledge-base.